Anderson gets to start at running back. They'll move Daniels over to the right side, and here come the Panthers chasing after Manning, who gets it away in time, and Daniels, his tight end, has an 18-yard gain.
They were ready for it. The blitz up the middle, picked up very well. Good block by C.J. Anderson, man-to-man coverage down the field. You said it, Daniels against Roman Harper, and right away you see that Owen Daniels had a good year, fast enough to run away from these safeties.
And had the big game in the AFC title game with 2 touchdown catches. 3rd and 4. Hayden dropping back even deeper, and now releases. He's got an open target and a first down on the Carolina side of the field. It's Caldwell with the catch and a gain of 22 with a flag.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 24. That penalty's declined. Yards enough for a first down.
Well, we saw, Jim, the 2 blitzes, and what it did, it scared the Carolina defense. Holding on the outside, but Josh Norman gets his hands on Caldwell, so they backed up, played really safe, and that's why Caldwell wide open to the outside.
And the Panthers have a 3rd and 10. Here comes pressure, and they've gotten to him. The ball is out in the end zone, and it's recovered by Malik Jackson for the touchdown. It was Von Miller with the strip sack, and Jackson with the recovery.
Nobody opened down the field fast enough, and Von Miller beats Rimmers and the tight end to the right. Here it comes. Mike Rimmers just can't get there fast enough. And Cam Newton holding the football, looking to throw it down the field.
A meeting here of the 1st and 2nd picks of the 2011 draft. Newton 1st, Miller 2nd. And Miller, as he did, such a gigantic force against New England. 2nd and 11, 2nd quarter begins, and Cam is taken off. He's got it right there near the first down. He slides, gave himself up, so they're going to get him to come on back. It's going to be a gain of 10 or 11.
Got to be disciplined on the defensive side when you're going to come and you're going to blitz. At Cam Newton, somebody has spread it out, or somebody's got to be spying the quarterback.
This run goes for a first down.
You know, you look at this first. You look at the first quarter, Jim. A couple things.
In the backfield, 1st and goal. It's Stewart. And in for the Carolina touchdown.
That'll give confidence, that drive, to this Carolina offense. A couple Cam Newton runs. A tremendous play call by Mike Shula with the unbalanced line, and then sending Greg Olsen across the formation for a big gain. How about that jump?
Yeah, his foot must be okay. Look at that elevation.
That's the last time I saw that. It's like you don't see that jump play too much in the NFL anymore because defensive linemen make so much penetration. Looks like Marcus Allen going.
I was going to say, and to try to get to Cam. Portman had bodies around him. He hits the deck, no flag. And Norwood, he is not tackled yet. Gets past Dixon. Gets to the 50. He's running down the sideline. And is tackled from behind. Addison brings him down. But Jordan Norwood in traffic somehow got away from the Panthers.
I think the Panthers thought it was a fair catch, and they're trying to hold up.
You saw Jones with a little contact with Norwood. You're right, they had to have thought it was a fair catch signal, which we never saw. And down the sideline he goes. 61-yard return.
That, or they worried about interference. But how about Addison, number 97, hustling down the field. And
here's a 3rd and 12. Down the field and pulled down. What a catch. That's Funchess. Climbs the ladder for 24.
Four-man rush, and really a terrific job by Cam Newton moving in the pocket to get the extra time, and finally Funchess got open. The speed of Denver's defense overwhelming Cam Newton.
Here's 2nd and 10, and down the middle, he's got Ginn, who's got speed, and he is out of bounds at the 35 of the Broncos. Ted Ginn with his first catch of the night, and it's a big one for 45 yards, longest play of the game.
Right out up top, coming down across, and look at the time. They keep extra blocker in that time and allow Cam Newton to step back just a little bit and gather himself and really throw a strike right down the middle of the field.
Looking for the deep ball, way down the field, and it is pulled down. They had 2 Denver defenders back there, and Brown leaps into the air and makes the 42-yard catch.
Well, they went an unbalanced line trying to give Cam Newton extra time to throw it. Boy, does he stand in there and take a big hit from Shane Ray. But Aqib Talib is all over it.
So was Ward was
DJ
getting in
Ward.
position to make the pick, and he just overplayed the length of the pass. 44 yards. Now Gano. His kick. Oh, it hits the upright and bounces away. No good. Joe DeCamillis, the special teams coach for the Broncos. Fist in the air. Broncos will take over at the 34. From the gun. Manning. Almost, yes he is. He's picked off. What a catch by Ely, who's still on his feet. And look at Ely all the way out to the 39. He bobbled it, clutched it again, and has the interception.
They do this a lot, the Carolina defense. They will drop defensive linemen back in coverage. 94 on the outside. Boy, nice job of reading where the receiver is. Sanders. I think Peyton Manning saw him. He just tried to anticipate the throw so much he couldn't hold the football back and let it go. Ely made the great interception.
Boy, he pulls it in with one hand.
K'Wan Short's going to try to get a block on Peyton, I believe.
3rd and 8. Here comes the pressure. Nowhere to go. And Newton's down at the 22. Wolf and Miller both get to the quarterback.
Von Miller just so fast that they don't have the answer. To the outside. They even make him go farther than he usually would, but what a spin move to get back in. Makes contact with Rimmers.
He comes in week 17, provided a spark. 3rd and 14. Ball's out of his hand. And it's recovered by Carolina, it looked like, at midfield. Again, it was Ely, who's had an active game, who knocked it out of Manning's hand.
Tony Ely, 94, went around Ryan Harris. He's done it from both sides. He beat Schofield earlier. This time he beat Ryan Harris.
Carolina recovery. 2nd takeaway of the game for the Panthers. Nine. Rushing 4, ball comes out of the hands of Newton. It's on the ground, and it's still on the ground. Picked up by T.J. Ward at the 4-yard line. Von Miller did it again. Not DPI, defensive pass interference. 1st and goal. And Anderson right back in, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Football home, and he gets doused here. He's going to become the first, again, to ever win the Super Bowl as a head coach for the same team he played for.
Just think about it, 2 years ago he's fired.
Yep.
By the Houston Texans. I like what he said. He goes, he told us something on Wednesday when we were watching practice and doing everything. He goes, life in the NFL is fair. If you just keep working hard, you'll get rewarded. So
just before the play clock ran out, and off the field he walks. You got to think one last time. Josh Norman very openly talked about his admiration. It was his favorite team growing up was the Colts. His favorite player was Bob Sanders. Second favorite player was Peyton.
Well, you know, you talk about Peyton Manning. Let me just say this. We did ask him about, well, how do you want to be remembered? And I thought his answer, of course, was just perfect. He goes, I want to be remembered as being a good teammate, respected by all the coaches and my peers. And I want everybody to know I love the game of football.